Hello, this is Anna Marbeck, and I'm going to do existential kink tapping on procrastination. Starting on the karate chop point, I hate procrastinating and I deeply love and accept myself. I hate being a procrastinator and I deeply love and honor myself. I honestly feel like such a loser when I procrastinate, and I deeply love and respect myself. Above the eyebrow, oh, I've just been procrastinating so much. I've been really, really deeply avoiding doing the work that I know I need to do, that I'm supposed to do, that I should do. And it's just like, oh, I don't want to do it. Side of the eye. I mean, we always procrastinate the work that we're supposed to be doing, right? It's always the work that has a certain prestige to it, that other people would be impressed by, that we feel like we're supposed to do for other people, that we feel like we should be doing because someone externally wants us to do it or someone externally will be impressed by it. That's the work we always procrastinate on. And wow, I've really been procrastinating on that work. Really just avoiding impressing other people. I'm really avoiding showing up as this version of myself that I think other people want to see. Below the eye. And God, the weight of these shoulds, like should and supposed to, I mean, blah, those are the worst words in the world. Whoever wants to do anything they should do or supposed to do. I mean, I would way rather eat chocolate and watch sitcoms on Netflix than do anything I should do or that I'm supposed to do or that I'm obliged to do. Even worse, below the nose. Really, I feel obliged to do all these things that I'm procrastinating. You know, I feel like I have to do them. And God, I just hate that feeling of obligation. I've just been avoiding that feeling of obligation over and over and over again. On the chin, or really too, these tasks that I'm procrastinating, what would happen if I actually just fucking did them? Like, what would happen if I did, do that marketing plan that I'm supposed to do? If I did, actually send out that email, or if I did respond to that person, or if I did create that program, and then would have to do the work to sell it. I mean, really, will me doing these tasks create more connection? Will they create more unknown possibilities? Will doing these tasks create more work for me where I'm, if I take one step down the path, I'm going to have to take 100 steps down the path? What am I really avoiding here? There's something I'm just deeply, deeply avoiding in my procrastination. Collarbone. And I let myself feel into what I've been deeply avoiding in my body. Again, it's not the task itself. What will the task create? I mean, to be fair, maybe I do hate the task itself, and that's legitimate. But, at the same time, like, what will be the impact of having completed that task? Or is part of me also really just enjoyed worrying about it? Like, when we procrastinate things, we get to worry about them and think about them and obsess over them and wonder about them all the time. It's like they're not off our plates. So what's it like being in this really like stuck and constrained and constricted energy where I have to constantly think about this thing, and it's like this weight on me, and it's this like chain tied to my ankle, and I have to constantly drag it around with me. It's like I'm carrying it around in a suitcase, and I will never ever be free of it. That's how procrastination feels too. On the breastbone side of the chest, it doesn't feel so amazing to be constrained and restricted and held back by this thing that I'm procrastinating. Doesn't it feel so amazing to never fulfill my potential by never actually doing my work? Or maybe too, that's what I'm avoiding. I'm avoiding knowing whether or not I'll fulfill my potential, because what if I failed? If I stopped procrastinating and I actually did the thing, I would know for certain that I was a failure. Whereas right now, it's not certain, like maybe I'll be a failure or maybe I'll succeed. I don't actually know yet. And, I feel too like I'm avoiding all those uncomfortable feelings that come up when you actually start doing something and you realize, oh, wait, maybe I don't actually know how to do this. Or, you realize, oh, wait, what I thought was the first step actually isn't the first step. And there's actually a lot more unknown here than I thought. So again, maybe I'm avoiding that sense of vagueness and that sense of unknownness, because really, when I know I'm not doing something, that's a very known factor. I can feel like I'm in the known. I'm in a very comfortable place of not doing. Top of the head, letting myself embrace and really feel into how I've been using procrastination as avoidance, have been procrastination as a way to feel very solid and certain about my reality, and how I've been using procrastination to really actually feel very comfortable in discomfort. Okay, awesome. Now we are going to go into the second round. We're really going to bring in the EK aspect even more. On the karate chop point, I'm willing to admit that I enjoy procrastination. I deeply love and accept myself. I am willing to just be honest with myself with how much I have been loving my procrastination. I deeply love and respect myself. I'm willing to be super honest with myself with how much a part of me is really benefiting from my procrastination, and I deeply love and respect myself. Above the eyebrow. Wow, there's so many benefits to procrastination now that I think about it. I mean, sitcoms and chocolate, I get to do that all the time. I can just make sitcoms and chocolate my life. I never even have to work. Awesome, great. Already found the pleasure. I can do more of the things I actually want to do and less of the things I don't actually want to do. Side of the eye. I mean, let's be honest. If I'm procrastinating this task, maybe it's because I really don't want to do it. You know, when I look at the reasons why I might be procrastinating it, I mean, honestly, I do things, you know, I do finish some of my work tasks. I do contact people. I do text with my friends. It's not that I can't do these work tasks. Or it's not that I can't do this thing that I'm avoiding. It's not that I can't do this thing that I should do. I'm just simply not doing it. For some reason, I don't want to do it and I'm not doing it. And if I really wanted to do it, I would make the time and space. I would complete this task. I would really engage in it. So part of me just doesn't want to do it. And I can just be honest with myself and say, you know what? I don't want to do that right now. Just go ahead and admit it. It's okay. Below the eye. I mean, and really, why would I ever want to grow bigger anyway? Because often tasks that we're procrastinating are, you know, things that will help us get bigger somehow, get big in our businesses, get big in our relationships, you know, get big in our power, get big in our sense of self. And really, by not doing this task, I am absolutely refusing to be any bigger. I'm refusing to take up more space. I'm refusing to make more of an impact. I'm refusing to really stand in my power. And you know what? I love being small. I love being powerless. Below the nose. It is so comfortable being small and powerless. It is such a joy to stay small and constrained and constricted. There's a part of me that loves being so super tiny, small, and constricted. It's like feeling safe in a blanket, you know? It's just so comfortable. And I love being comfortable. And I really let myself just enjoy being really comfortable, you know, being wrapped up tight like a burrito in my little blanket and really just being warm and cozy and never ever having to grow bigger or make more of an impact or be felt and heard and seen and received by more people. That is really how I prefer it, honestly. And on the chin, and so I can let myself really enjoy it. I give myself permission to enjoy not having done these tasks. I give myself permission to enjoy all the worries that come up. I give myself permission to enjoy all the obsessive thoughts I've spent on the task. Really, I'm probably worried and obsessed more about how I'm procrastinating this task than the amount of time that the task would have taken. Like if I had just done it every time I'd worried and obsessed and procrastinated over it, it would just be done, you know? So I really let myself super enjoy those avoiding behaviors. I really enjoy all the negative obsessive thoughts. I really enjoy how heavy and worried this makes me feel. I let myself really enjoy all the constriction and avoidance that's coming up in my body. You know, and this idea of enjoying too, it doesn't have to be like super literal pleasure, or maybe it is, you know, there is a larger part of ourselves that loves and wants to have every experience. And so I let that part of me that feels so satisfied and so fulfilled with really any aspect of the human experience to feel, you know, that part of me is satisfied and fulfilled by procrastination. So I let that part of me feel so satisfied and so utterly fulfilled by all of my procrastination. Like I really let myself feel fully satisfied, fully fulfilled, fully pleasured by all of my procrastination. On the collarbone, I let myself feel fully satisfied, fully fulfilled, fully pleasured by everything I've been avoiding and the way I've avoided it too. And on the breastbone or side of the chest, and I just love how this makes me feel bad about myself. I mean, I will take any excuse to be bad, guilty, and wrong. And procrastination, not doing what I'm supposed to do, oh, best opportunity in the world to feel bad, guilty, and wrong. So you know what? Thank you. Thank you to myself for procrastinating. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to feel bad, guilty, and wrong. Thank you, subconscious, for giving me this opportunity to feel bad, guilty, and wrong. It's one of my favorite things to do. I enjoy it. I take so much pleasure in it. And I'm just going to let myself really feel the pleasure of that deep, deep avoidance in my body. I'm going to let myself really feel the pleasure of those unfinished, undone tasks in my body. Ooh, so much like pain and constriction coming up. Letting it come up, letting myself enjoy it, letting myself feel it fully, letting it move through the body, top of the head. So appreciating myself for creating all these circumstances, and may I create many more things to procrastinate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. Yeah, that was procrastination. I mean, procrastination comes with so much avoidance and aversion energy. And I was also really feeling how the identity of procrastinating, you know, being someone who procrastinates, that is a great way that we can keep ourselves limited. But you know, what if you can procrastinate and still make a bunch of money and still have a bunch of love and still feel really connected? You get to have it all. Okay, thank you. This is Anna Marback. Bye, everyone.